Hey guys, Swordsman here, and I wanted to take some time, put up some Battlefield content for you guys. We got a game of Conquest on Sen Crossing. I'm using the A91, I think. Very strong gun. Definitely dig this gun, especially with a silencer. But I wanted to put together a video and sort of like a grab bag of various thoughts I've been having about Battlefield 3 lately. As some of you know, I've had some struggles with it, trying to find a way to enjoy it. I'm slowly finding ways to have fun with the game, but it still seems that I'm not having fun in the methods that which I would prefer to be. But it's a day-to-day or PlayStation to PlayStation struggle. But so far, I've found I have fun playing in a tank team with Athena. That's always fun. We're not always super effective, but we're having fun. I do dig the helicopters and the jets. You guys have seen that progression so far as of late. And I'm slowly starting to enjoy the gunplay, the infantry stuff. And I gotta admit, the other night I actually went into Team Deathmatch. Atheo got this wild bug up his ass to play Team Deathmatch on Battlefield 3. And you only ever hear horror stories and shit, right? So he had coerced Hobo, poor young innocent Hobo, into going with him. And so I thought it'd be best if I went with Hobo to sort of protect him and shield him from all the bad juju that comes from being in Team Deathmatch in Battlefield 3. But I gotta say, it was kind of fun. Ain't that fucking weird? I don't know. The entire time we played it, and I'd say we played maybe 2 hours total, 2.5 hours. I never had anyone spawn behind me. I never got killed because of a bad spawn. I never benefited from a bad spawn for them, good spawn for me. So maybe they really have fixed that. And if they have fixed that, I'm going to say that's going to help me a little bit, because it at least adds more depth to the game for more shit that you can actually do. Because as of now, I mainly play Conquest, and I'm just not that big of a fan of Rush so far on many of the maps. Some of them are okay. I like the Karg Island Rush. I like the Canals Rush. I hate this map's Rush. But I'm working on it. But now that if TDM really does have decent spawns now, I'm quite intrigued and willing to mess around in that and have some fun. I had several really good games for my standards, and some fun games as well. They do not often coincide with being a fun game and a good game. Sadly, I didn't really expect to do anything worth posting or anything, so I didn't record the session, but hopefully if I go into it next time, I'll record. The one game I actually had a ton of fun in TDM with the MAV as a recon, and you would not believe the amount of hurt my team laid on the other team, because the enemy team was constantly spotted. So that was kind of cool. It surprised me. I had a lot of fun with the Theo and Hobo, and that sort of helped perk my feeling towards Battlefield 3. And now that we have the solid release date for Back to Karkand, that will be December 6th for PS3. The other two platforms a week later, which I think is bullshit. It's bullshit when Call of Duty does it to people. It's bullshit when Battlefield does it to people, and it's fucking obnoxious. Just, why can't everyone have shit at the same damn time? Oh well, nothing you can do. I am actually looking forward to Karkand. They are doing a lot of things differently from the Vietnam expansion that I thought was horribly implemented. If you are a new subscriber, I was a big opponent to how they did Vietnam and how they basically separated the playlist. As if you were playing on Vietnam, you only had access to those servers and those maps. Like, they did not mix the two, and all I felt that did was segregate the player base and divide the already meager community that is the Battlefield Bad Company 2 community into smaller fractions, whether those that like the vanilla, so to speak, or those that like Vietnam. But they are not doing that this time. They are basically making it so both maps and game types can be on every server, so that way it's not segregated anymore, which I think is awesome. So yay them for doing that. I'm so glad about that. I'm actually looking forward to several of the maps. I am a huge Wake Island fan. I used to spend a lot of time on Wake Island. If basically every Battlefield game that I've played that had Wake Island, I spent a lot of time playing Wake Island. Like, I sometimes make fun of the people that do like the 1,000 ticket conquest of heavy metal, or the fucking Operation Metro 1,000 ticket type stuff on one map only 24/7. But for as much as I love Wake Island, I might join one of those servers and play from time to time when I just want to have fun on Wake Island. It's a very, very fond FPS gaming memory for me from all the various games that I've played on that map, and looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to some of the new guns. I'm curious to see how they'll be balanced in relation to the other guns. I hope I hope they're competitive. You know, I don't know for sure. We'll see. I have been slacking on weapon reviews. I've just been between being sick and then busy and then just sort of blah, and took a week off from YouTube videos and stuff like that. I do have several videos ready to be made. Footage for about 3 or 4 different weapons now. Hopefully I can get that going. Get you guys the information you want, and we'll have some fun again with that stuff. What else? Oh, Karkand. Thank God there's gonna be more destruction. That's been a disappointment in Battlefield 3. Like, that was something that we could always pride ourselves on, with how much destruction the levels had back in previous games like Bad Company 2, and to see the destruction sort of scaled down a bit for Battlefield 3 was kind of disappointing. I hope that Karkand will be able to implement it perfectly. Maybe not perfectly, but better than the core Battlefield 3. And maybe that if Karkand is a success and the destruction scales well and works well, maybe they can add in some more destruction to the vanilla maps, because as you guys may have seen, they are making it so that on Caspian Border, that antenna will now be destructible. So I'm thinking that if post-launch they can make something like that, something so large, be destructible, then maybe in other maps they can add more destruction as well along the way. And that could maybe improve the dynamic and the feel of how you progress through certain maps. But I don't know. I mean, could you imagine Sen Crossing with every map being demolished and all you had was the main streets? That'd be pretty fucking wild. I don't know. Just I don't know. Interesting. I just thought there'd be more destruction, and I'm glad that Karkand will be giving us that destruction. Although, right there in the clip, you saw a huge wave of destruction. I'm surprised it didn't kill anybody. I'm glad it didn't, though. Think of the poor survivors that could have been under there, or the dearly departed. So sad, so sad. Brings a tear to my eye. But yeah, that is basically all I've really wanted to cover. Just wanted to sort of touch base with my Battlefield homies. I know you guys have been tolerating some MW3 stuff lately. I have been playing a lot of that game. I'm still having a blast with it. I'm glad to see some of you guys are coming around to seeing MW3 isn't so inherently evil as some of you guys tried to make it out to be. Some of you will still hate. That's fine. That's fine. I am going to continue on having fun with both games and having a nice balance to my shooter experience. I'm even looking forward to adding to it. I'm hoping to get to try out the Counter-Strike Global Offensive beta. That should be pretty fun. It looks good. I've watched people streaming it. It definitely looks good, and I enjoyed the Counter-Strike Source over the summer when Spoon basically drugged me into the bitch. So, with any luck, the new Counter-Strike will be fun to play and stuff, so I can pick that up and have 3 games, well 4 games, not forgetting Gears of War 3. I gotta get back onto that. I haven't played poor Gears 3 for a while now, not since Battlefield released anyway. And I hear their new map pack was actually quite good. There's a lot of DLC content coming out lately with all these various games. It's kind of crazy, but I also kind of like it. And I know. People are like, I don't want to pay money for map packs. Me, I'm the opposite. I want to pay money for map packs. I want to keep my games nice and fresh. I hope Battlefield 3 releases an expansion like Karkand, like every 3 months, every 4 months. Give me a ton of new stuff to always be, oh, that's new. I want to try that. I want to do this. I want to see that map. I want to see this weapon. And I don't know. That's just me. You know, I have no problem paying for fresh content. But maybe that's because of my time as an MMO player. I had no problem paying subscription fees. That could just be me. What do you guys think? Do you hope there's a lot more Karkand expansions? Let me know.